All right, we are live talking Eagles pregame here. We're going to be talking Eagles development, Jalen Hurts, injury report, and then my predictions on how today's game is going to go down. So we'll start with the injury report. There's speculation that Brandon Brooks is going to be coming back. That would be a big thing. He's not active this week, but next week. He's been out since week 3, I think, with a pectoral strain. So it'd be great to get him back. Landon Dickerson's been playing great, as well as Sayamalu. Sayamalu's looking to come back towards the end of the season, possibly playoffs if we get there, which I think we will. So that'd be good. Vontae Maddox is good. He had a little nick up last week with his leg. He will suit up. He is good to go. Let's see who else here. Davion Taylor is out. Jordan Howard. This is a big injury. So Jordan Howard's been the number one running source for us power-wise, other than Jalen Hurts. So without him, I think that the run game's going to struggle, take a dip this week. He tires teams down. So yeah, that's a big loss. Now let's talk Jalen Hurts and this offense. So if you get into the stats, and I'm in no way saying that Jalen Hurts is Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying that at all. But you look at these stats here. Let's compare them. Jalen Hurts, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 2,300 yards passing in the air. Okay? And then we go here to Lamar Jackson, who's on a bye week this week. Alrighty. Lamar Jackson, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 2,400 yards. Okay? Rushing wise, Lamar Jackson, 639 rushing yards. And Jalen Hurts is leading the Philadelphia Eagles with 618 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns rushing. Lamar has 4. So Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, both in the same sense, are the number one source of offense for both of their respective teams. And Jalen Hurts' progression from last year to this year is phenomenal. He's absolutely a stud. I've said it since day one when the Eagles drafted him that he was going to overtake Carson Wentz. I was never a fan of Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz struggled to gain my trust when he would hold on to the ball for sacks, throw the ball into triple coverage, and he just lost his head when he played. He'd take a sack and he just wouldn't be the same. But ever since Hurts got drafted, I was a fan. I wanted him to be the QB. He is the QB. He will be the future. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to watch Eagles football for once. I turned the game on and it's electric. And even the games that we lost this year, I was at the 49ers game. He was electric. I was at the Falcons game. He was electric. The loss to the Chargers, he was electric. He made a pass that many quarterbacks in this NFL cannot make into double coverage in a tight window to Devontae Smith for a touchdown. And Jalen Hurts is the future of this team. They will be using their 3 first-round picks next year to build defense and new offensive line. So I'm really excited for him. Devontae Smith, absolute stud. Jalen Reagor's a bust. He's got to go. We need to trade for a veteran in the offseason. But yeah, so the offensive side of the ball is looking great. And then when we look at the defense, we got TJ Edwards, who had 10 tackles last week, an interception, and a fumble recovery. He's coming on strong as possibly top 15, top 20 linebacker in the NFL right now, with the possibility of making a Pro Bowl, if not this season, but next season. So let's keep an eye on TJ Edwards moving forward. Alex Singleton, I was a big fan of him last year. He's struggling right now. I don't see him being on this roster next season. But as we look into the Eagles-Giants game today, which I was looking to go to, but I'm not, we got Daniel Jones, who's struggling. And if you're a Giants fan, you got to be scared. You really do. Because Jones, you put so much money and so much effort into keeping him as your starting quarterback, and then you got Saquon Barkley, so much money there, but he can't stay on the field. And Daniel Jones just looks awful. He looks terrible. I mean, last week he threw a screen pass, I think, and he threw the ball right to a 300-pound lineman. There was no receiver anywhere near his throw. So yeah, we should absolutely destroy the Giants today. Our defense is coming on strong. Now, Jonathan Gannon does scare me a little. He doesn't blitz correctly. He doesn't have enough disguise in his coverages. He comes out in stock cover 2 every play. But I do think that we will cover the spread today in the Giants game. I think we win handedly, 7, 10, maybe 14 points. But I think Jalen Hurts today, he goes for 350. 350 in the air. Like 40 rushing. I think Hurts goes combined 400 yards, whether it's 300 passing, 100 rushing. But I think today's his big day. I think Devontae Smith gets 150 in the air. And I think the Eagles show that they have a serious contention into taking the NFC East. I mean, if you look forward, the Eagles have nothing but cupcakes the rest of the way. They got Giants, Jets, Washington, Giants, Washington, Dallas. And Dallas is the only one that's competition. I know you can't take any NFC East game lightly, but with the way that the Eagles are dominating the line of scrimmage right now, it's theirs to lose. It's theirs to lose. If Dallas loses one more game, Week 18 is for the NFC East in the link in January in the freezing cold, and Dallas likes to play inside. You don't want to come to Philly with that on the line. You don't. And Dallas has the Saints in New Orleans this week, possibly Taysom Hill starting, which would help the Saints to beat them. Washington, stout defense. They'll kill Giants. Then Washington again. And then the Cardinals right before us. So if they lose 2 out of those 4, then it comes to Philly, win, and you win the East. Regardless, I think the Eagles make the playoffs. But Week 18 could be in Philly for the division. And that's phenomenal considering how the season started. And the Eagles are growing every week. And like Sirianni said, I'm not a big fan of Nick Sirianni. I'm really not. His press conferences are disgusting. Absolutely awful. But like Sirianni said, this team is growing like a flower, sprouting. And every week they're getting better and better and better and connecting to each other and getting better and better and better. The penalties are starting to lessen. The discipline's starting to get better. Special teams looks amazing. We got the block punt. We got Jake Elliott kicking, 22 for 23. I mean, he's amazing right now. Great comeback season when I thought he was going to be off the team after last year. But, yeah, so Eagles win today. I got 31-17. Jalen Hurts 400 combined. And he will be the quarterback moving forward. And no doubt, the Eagles will not be moving on from Jalen Hurts. So yeah, I'll be back with a post-game talk about it. And until then, go Birds.